Alright, hello everyone, welcome back. We're on to Game 2 of the finals. Potato Boys managed to turn around the early lead established by Just Say Something in Game 1, taking themselves to victory about 25 minutes into the match. That said, picks and bans are not reset from the last game. Go me, we can go ahead and wipe those on off. And otherwise get things underway as picks and bans are coming out. Alquan quickly banned out by Just Say Something right there. We don't need a timer on screen anyway either. All the things off, score is not correct either because why would it be? There we go, I think we're up to date. Al Kwong back on the other side. Potato Boys banning out the Sylvanas right here. And looks like there are going to be some more standard bans overall. Helps to lock in the Al Kwong ban as well. Yeah, there we go. Things, production things. And back to the other side, going to be the Circuit ban. We are seeing that come out this time, but overall, I'm still not entirely sure of the effect of Circuit in these high levels of play. So this leaves a couple of potential highlights. They're going to go for the Kali, they're going to go for the Nox. We haven't seen Kali banned or picked today, kind of surprisingly. Potentially Thor getting banned as well. We've seen Thor, honestly, most of the game so far today. If he's available, not banned out, he tends to get picked up. Who are Potato Boys going to look to ban out? Maybe a bit of a targeted ban. Was anybody in their mind, doing a little too well in a particular god? Last time, there was a lot of bans coming out towards Yemen, but this time around, looks like all the 80 carries going to be making it through. We'll see what Just Say Something looked to lock in the first pick. I wouldn't be too surprised to see Thor come out all said and done. Ninja Dimmy has been playing him a lot today, and has been doing quite well on him as well. Gonna have that position ready to hover over and lock in if need be. And it's going to be that Thor. Can't say I'm terribly surprised about that one. Going back to the other side, Shaggy Shank hovering over his own on her. I like the fact that we're not seeing such a huge focus on the Apollo and Ram so far today. Yeah, we've seen both of them a lot, but the fact that some people are beginning to just pick up on her outright is nice. You get tired of seeing the same matchups game in, game out on the right-hand side. It's going to be the on her locked in. Giannis getting picked up as well for them. Quick last-second lock-in. Back to this side. Nox almost insta-locked as well as Apollo. They know what they want on Just Say Nothing. Nox could potentially be quite scary if they throw him up against Giannis in the mid lane. A little less so. Nox wants to spam that Siphon Darkness for lots of poke and lots of harass. Without a mana buff, it's a little more difficult to do so. And we are locked in for Potato Boys, possibly a support, possibly jungler. Well, we'll see where that actually ends up going. Picks and bans phase, though. Phase 2 for bans coming out. We'll see what they look to lock in. Who are Potato Boys going to ban out? That's going to be the question. Looks like they're taking yet another support off the table, banning out the Athena. Again, slight little bug with the overlay at the moment. The little picking thing will hover. We're still waiting on one more ban from Just Say Something. We'll see what they go for. I mean, Hercules, potentially. We've seen Snakes get on that a few times so far today. Banning out the Bakasura again. So Bakasura has been kind of sneaking through to the second phase of banning. Not really getting picked up all said and done. But now the overlay is actually up. Correct. Potato Boys are looking to pick up a god of some sort for themselves. And it's looking like it's going to be that Hercules. And you ban out the Bakasura. Snakeskin more than happy to jump straight onto the Hercules. We saw it last game. We saw it 2 games before that. We saw Potato Boys a couple times earlier on today. And Snakeskin on Hercules specifically a couple times. Ares currently getting hovered over for Just Say Something. This could be very, very scary. On the back of a no escape, if people actually get pulled in, Wolfie can look to land that Night Terrors on multiple people, all nicely grouped up. They're going to get hit by it. I believe you can tag up to 3 people. Double check that here real quick. I believe that was one of the changes they made. Hitting up to 3 gods. So that could be quite scary on the back of that particular ability. All that said and done, Chunga getting hovered over and locked, as well as Ares getting locked in. That's going to round out the team for Just Say Something. Ho Yi currently getting hovered over. He's not available for play until next week, guys. He's available in the overlay. There's some swaps going around, and... It's not Ho Yi. I hope they have their parachutes ready just in case. It's going to be the swap over to the Thanatos and the lock-in. Yeah, Thanatos. Thanatos can potentially be built to survive and function well towards the late game. More typically, what people are familiar with playing with is the Thanatos who builds full-out glass cannon and wonders why the hell they get exploded in like half a second flat after like the 5-minute mark in a game. Thanatos can set up plays quite spectacularly, all said and done. He can use that hovering death as an initiation tool. He can also look to use that as kind of an execute. You know, you late game on a Guardian, when they have something like 3,000, 4,000 health, executing them from 40% of that health is a huge, huge chunk of damage that just, you know, it's percentage based. It doesn't matter if it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. They die if they have 40% of their health or less. So it's potentially a huge chunk of burst damage on a tankier god. His poke is pretty good as well, all said and done. You know, between his Death Scythe and Sickle Strike, you know, and that, you know, just on top of the Sickle Strike as well. The silence that he has can be pretty, not Sickle Strike, Sickle Strike. It's Hovering Death, Ascent of Death, Soul Reap, his 3, Soul Reap, not Sickle Strike. Where did I get Sickle Strike from? I have no idea. Nevertheless, you know, that silence, some people tend to not quite, you know, it's Thanatos. He's going to fall off hard, and he's parachute, yada, yada, yada. That said, he's going to get that big, huge early game advantage for himself. If he can actually hold on to that, this could be pretty scary going forward. All said and done, guys, we're getting set up into the match. We'll be jumping straight over to that in just a moment here. And, get this game underway. Right side of the map. Potato Boys are looking for some picks here. We'll see if they can find it. They have infiltrated the jungle of Just Say Something right now. They could potentially look for a pick. Ninja Dimmy just spotted it out, though. Is the Frostbreath online? Yes, it is. There's a damage coming in. Ninja Dimmy doesn't have an ability skilled yet, but it does not matter. First blood going to Red Foo. That's not a good thing. Thanatos, the big, huge advantage you have playing against him is the fact that he falls off, and then he's an early game god. When he's getting first blood, straight off the bat, for 10 seconds before minions even spawn, that is not something you want to see happening, period. Now it looks like they're grouping up. They want to steal both Harpy camps away. Potato Boys just looking to put the headlock on this game straight from the start. They don't want Just Say Something getting even the slightest chance at victory on this. Over in that soul lane as well, that Hercules matchup against the Chang'e, they picked that matchup for themselves, I believe. I'm just going to real quick flip that back up. Was the pick order Hercules? Oh, it's going to do the weird thing. We're going to not go back to that. I can look on my own little thing in a second. Both Harpy camps will have been picked up here by Potato Boys. I just want to double check the pick ban order. They did pick Chang'e into Hercules. If Chang'e gets picked off early, basically one single Earthbreaker Dragon Strike combo, if she doesn't time that movement waltz perfectly, she will die, she will fall behind. It is not a favorable matchup going the way of Chang'e. The fact that her Moonflower Dance has anti-healing to help deal with the mitigate wounds does not matter if you fall behind, and Hercules is just murdering you outright. Look at this dual lane as well. The Geb, Sylvanas, and Athena were banned off the table. Flip it out a couple times, we can in fact see the order of these bans. And I can in fact say that they are all screwy between in-game and out-of-game. They are not correct for the teams. I'll just double check that. Alquang, Circuit. Yeah, Alquang, Circuit, Bakasura were banned by Just Say Something. Left side, aggression coming out. Arrow, the target of their folk. Damage right now. The Shackles coming out. They're finding good damage back onto Emilze. They were not able to find the Searing Flesh, though. Did he go for... Yeah, he did have it. He just didn't use it right there. Flipping over to the right lane. For the moment, Solana has the advantage. Snakeskin currently, I'm guessing, does not have a point in mitigate wounds. He does. He's level 4. What am I talking about? Mid lane, Nox might be in a spot of trouble. Unstable Vortex coming through. Red Foo getting a second kill. This is getting scarier and scarier as this goes on, guys. If Red Foo keeps getting these kills, there may be no stopping him. Arrow, Frostwall on the back of the Frostwall. They're looking for this kill onto him, but Yemen answers with the first blood and... Third blood, not first blood. Answers with the kill instead. Right lane. Snakeskin is taking a ton of damage. Right for everyone. Red for the left side, diving down onto Arrow with that hovering death. Finds that kill. They could look for a kill to Ninja Dimmy here as well, but they're just going to go ahead and run straight away. I'm going to end up eating my words right here, and Solana's going to end up completely dominating this right lane over Snakeskin. Right now, the healing coming out of that Moonflower Dance, Solana is nice and healthy, making good use of that range. Like I said, it essentially comes down to Chang'e making good use of that Moonlit Waltz to avoid the combo of Hercules. If she manages to do that, should be okay, and potentially just win the lane, as we're kind of seeing at the moment. Hercules is ahead, going to throw that excavate to help wave clear, but may pay for it. Driving strike into the wall. Solana going to be taking a lot of damage from the minions as well. Snakes going to be looking to head back to base. Really needs to heal up. Mana buff just dropped off. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot without that. All said and done, Solana does have the level advantage. Is the rabbit? Rabbit's still here. I'm a little surprised Solana's... wait. There goes the little rabbit heading on back to base. He's made of chocolate this particular time. Yeah, back to the duo lane, keeping an eye on this game. A couple kills have come out overall so far. 3-1, 3 minutes in. Mid Harpy's about to respawn. I'm going to see these support guys start heading over to contest those. We'll see if they manage to do it or not, though. As Suntouch and Emilzy are going to be positioned ahead of time. Thor on the right-hand side, looking to clean up these right-side Harpies. Hand of the Gods coming down. Red Food not going to arrive in time to contest those. Left side, they are back up. They're going to be looking to secure these one out. No one nearby. Gonna go 1-for-1 question mark. They're looking for some aggression here, potentially in the mid lane. Ninja Jimmy running for his life. Unstable Vortex, not gonna hit no death side either. Taking a look over at this damage chart right now. Not a lot coming out all across the board, all said and done. Looking for some damage in the mid lane. Soul Reap coming down. Ninja Jimmy, though, able to use Majora's to teleport back under the safety of his tower. Now, this is a little more what I expected in the solo lane. Despite going back to base, Snakeskin is currently up a level over Solana. This was the case a little bit earlier as well. But the experience lead is starting to grow ever so slightly. Wave to wave. Chunga is still getting forced back onto the tower. The wave clear by Hercules is just stronger at this point. Hercules gets an item or two online. He has a Morning Star picked up. It was Morning Star. Morning Star picked up. What is he going to build that towards? That's going to be the question. Now, Transcendence could be an interesting one, but it's a very pricey item. He could look to be going Heartseeker or just super aggressive Hercules. Arrow looking for the no-escape in the mid lane. If they find the pull, it could be great. Emilzy does get picked up in the backside of this fight by Arrow. Execute, though, from Red Food does come down, answering one straight back. Going to be looking to get out of this one alive. Wolfie taking a lot of damage. The Autex might be here. Ability's off cooldown. Soul Reap gonna eat him alive yet again. 5-0-0 right now for Red Food. Early game Thanatos is strong. Early game Thanatos, who's currently 5-0-0, is stronger. Looking for Ninja Jimmy as well. Majora's Tomb going to get him right over that portal, looking to seal away this left side attack speed buff as well. Hercules on the right lane, looking to pick himself up his mana buff. Chunga has that Divine Ruin online right now. That combined with the Moonflower Dance is going to essentially completely and utterly shut down the healing coming out of Hercules. Hercules is mitigate wounds. So in a 1v1 fight, Chunga will have healing. Hercules will not. That said, the potential burst damage coming out of Chunga may still deter Solana from just committing to a fight with Hercules. It'll still be a pretty, it'll still be in favor of Hercules all said and done. Speaking of Hercules, he's looking to steal away this mana buff. Thor has arrived. He's here. The damage, though, right there, driving strike, so almost half his health taken off the bar. Thanatos is in position now as well. They could look for this kill. Soul Reap going to come out here in just a second. Going to find the slow, as well as the push back to the tower. Thor can look to steal this way and secure this out. Chunga definitely could use that buff. But they're looking for kills more than they are that buff. You know, if Retro keeps getting more and more kills on the board, he only has combat boots right now. There's a Mazora's Ultimate going to come by, not going to be enough. Buff is still up and available, all said and done. It's very slowly being taken by Hercules right there. He doesn't exactly have a lot of damage. Will be stolen away. Anvil Dawn, though. Thor's up in the air. Who's he going to go for? Going to look for Snakeskin. He's Hercules, though. They spent a lot for that kill right there. But they did pick him up. Going to give Solana a little bit of breathing room over in the soul lane. Red Foo is there to kind of cover the lane for the time being, though. That's right. All said and done, Hercules is not going to have a mana buff for himself. So it's going to make his laning phase for the next two and a half minutes or so quite a bit more difficult than it would otherwise have been. Red Foo picking up his attack speed buff for himself. Because, you know, with his Scent of Death, he does not move quick enough. With his Hovering Death, not quick enough. He needs that extra movement speed from the attack speed buff. Looking down some of these items, though, these guys are picking up. Midas Boots online for both supports, Devourers, Gauntlets for both Hunters. Stacks and those are building, although Shaggy Shank is a tiny bit behind at the moment, about a wave worth of minions. Other than that, it looks like just Shoes of the Magi being worked towards for both mid laners. Hercules is going towards Transcendence. I was kind of like, he might go for the Heartseeker, look to be super aggressive. I think had he gotten a couple kills earlier on, might have considered it, but given the fact that the mana buff's not in his hand right now, going to be looking for that. It'll definitely help out later on. It's the single most powerful physical damage item in the game once those stacks are built up. So it'll work out pretty well overall. He has Teleport in hand as well. Hasn't used that one quite yet. It will be interrupted from damage. He has to be wary of that. Looking for the kill here in the left mid lane onto Red Foo. But Majora's Tomb and tap to the back. Not really going to do a whole lot all said and done. Ooh, Snakeskin, you might be in a spot of trouble. 4 guys closing on you. There comes the Nightfall Raven. Siphon Darkness. There's the no escape. Arrow looking to pull him back in the tower. Arrow going to find a kill with damage off that no escape. Unfortunately, even if you don't get pulled back using that crowd control immunity from the excavate, it still unfortunately does damage. Arrow going to be picking that one up. It's another scary thing we saw in the Smite World Championships. Two of the 5 games in the finals. Kanye Life going just balls to the wall crazy with the support areas, getting kills left, right, and center, and carrying his team to victory. Just Say Something steals away the Gold Fury there as they look to continue this one out. And it looks like sometimes you're saying, I want nothing more to do with this. I'm going to use 3 space and tap and get out. Anvil Dawn going up. Will he get in range? Redfoot going up and hovering death right now. Not going to find that stun from Area. Oh, actually, no. Anvil Dawn mid lane Sun Touch looking for the portal. Going to Aegis himself out, but the auto attack damage will be there. Nice little double play there, using the Majora's Mask to get himself on the tail end of it. Arrow's getting low here in the main body of this fight, though. Emilzy needs to run away as well. Just Say Something, though, looking to turn this game around, get this game going back in their favor. All 5 kills right now resting in the hands of Thanatos. If he does not keep this game rolling in his favor, he will start to gradually fall off. Thanatos is an early game god. Yes, he can be built to still kind of hold on and function late game, but his biggest strength lies in his early game damage and aggression. If Just Say Something are already starting to turn this game around, guys, we could be looking to go to an ace match. Mid lane Ninja Dimmy going to find the counter to trying to delay this chase here. Teleporting away. He does not want to get picked up and give Thanatos yet another kill. Right lane, meanwhile, Snakeskin looking to push this tower. Minion Wave, unfortunately, will have been killed off by the tower before he was able to take it. He's going to look for it here. Looking to push this one all the way to the tower, but Solana has arrived back in lane. Left side, they're looking for the attack speed buff steal, but Ninja Dimmy was spot on with the timing. In position in time, will have secured it for himself. Transcendence has been built successfully. Built completely on Hercules. He's got those stacks building up. He's picking up a mana buff for himself. No one in position to steal that one away. I'll be curious if he looks to steal away the right side mana buff from Solana yet again, or if he just kind of lets it go this time around. We saw them kind of get punished for it last time, as Mid-Harpy spawn. Arrow's kind of in position to apply some shackles to people. Look to lock him down. Second one will have missed. Not going to get the third. There's the Frost Wall. No escape comes out. Only finds a Emilzy. Shard Device, though. Crowd control immunity. Going to avoid that pull. The fight will commence. Across the stats come down as well. Not going to find a knockup. Emilzy solo. Going to go through that portal. Get himself out. Execute there. Coming out from Redfu. In the middle of 2. Possibly more Shaggy Shank has arrived. There's the Impale to the wall of Wolfie using Aegis to avoid some of that damage. All said and done. It might just be that 1 for nothing right there, with Arrow the only one to fall on the side. Just Say Something. So that is not good. While this was all going on over in that solo lane, Solana picked up that kill on the Snakeskin. That anti-healing from that Divine Ruin paying off. Hercules getting picked up by Shunga. Not a good situation at all for Hercules. And that's going to be a rough one going forward. Typically speaking, got to get that early game advantage to the Hercules, but not to be the case this particular game. Snakeskin probably thought he had that fight and just got to turn around upside down. His Excavate was spent, Waxing Moon was spent as well, but Solana survived at the end of the day. So as we watch Wolfie recall in the mid lane, waving his arms all over the place. Left side, mana buffs getting picked up by both hunters right about now. Looking down some of these items again, Hercules, he might be regretting right now not going for an Emerald Talisman at the very least to get himself some magical protection to help deal with Shunga. Here's what they look to do. Redfu as well, he managed to pick up that 1 kill and arrow of that left side Harpy contention, but looking at the rate we were seeing kills early on, they're starting to get spaced out a little more. Just looking at that timeline. All of the kills from Tater Boys were in the first 5 minutes of the game. They got that 1 pick at the 10-minute mark, but Just Say Something, despite that Thanatos advantage, looking to turn this game around. We'll see if they can manage to do it, guys. We're in the finals. Game 2. Tater Boys are up 1-0 right now. Snakes on the right side running away from Shunga. Doesn't want any more to deal with that. Maybe allergic to chocolate or something. Who knows? We'll see what they look to do. Can they look for the dive? Hercules, or Thor is here. It would be a 2v1, but you don't want to dive too aggressively into the tower. Earthbreaker will miss. This could signify the beginning of the fight right here. Damage is coming out. Snakeskin just brought down below half health already. They can look for the follow-up. Ninja Dimmy's looking for it. Minions taking the tower. There's the stun from the Fist of God. Solana going to pick that up with the Waxing Moon. Thanatos is here, though. Ninja Dimmy at the tower trying to get into the Anvil of Dawn. Will he do so? Yes, he will. He'll make it out alive. Where is he going to go, though? Will they look to find this kill? Redford's getting low. Hovering Death. Not going to channel in time. He gets shut down. That's a big gold bounty going to Ninja Dimmy. Left side as well. Emilzy finds that kill on to Yemen. Just narrowly escaping. Wolfie was looking for those siphoning darknesses through the wall. Was not able to find one for damage. Joking around a little bit. Thanatos needs that parachute to kind of stay relevant. He was just shut down. We're coming about the 12-13 minute mark. His primary two abilities, Soul Reap and Death Scythe, already almost max rank. Death Scythe is max as it is. If he's not careful, he will fall off. Snakes can find that pick onto Arrow over here. They were looking for that damage, but still not quite able to find it. They could find a kill onto Wolfie as well. The Potato Boys need to start grouping, needs to start getting more kills, keeping Thanatos going. Otherwise, they will fall in. Wolfie finds a nice pick there onto Snakeskin, but does get picked off by Shaggy Shank in response. Gold Fury is about to respawn as well. The perfect time to get those particular kills. They're going to be rotating over. Was that a Hovering Death? I believe that was a Hovering Death coming down from Thanatos right there for some left side Harpies. Gold Fury did just respawn. Are they going to go for it? That's going to be a question. They do have the Wrath of the Gods. They don't have the Wrath of the Gods advantage. They have the God advantage. Solana finds a pick onto Red Fury right here. Not a good start to this potential Gold Fury. Wrath of the Gods was picked up on Arrow, so they do have that in their favor right now if they look for a fight over this Gold Fury. And as things stand right now, after this attack speed buff's picked up, they can certainly look for it. Potato Boys kind of spread out there in the mid lane. They know they're over in that mid lane. The key thing is going to be the fact that the Wrath of the Gods is online for Just Say Something. Right now, Potato Boys simply cannot look to contest that Gold Fury. Mealsy taking a lot of damage right now for Ninja Dimmy. He might find this kill 1v2 potentially. There's beads out of the portal. Arrows here. No escape is online if they want to secure the kill. Not going to need it. Ninja Dimmy picks it up. Solana picks up Sun Touch as well. Excuse me, that's going to be 2 for nothing. And that is going to signify rushing straight on over to that Gold Fury. There's really not a whole lot here to stop him for the time being. A boulder perhaps from Hercules, but that is about it. They're not even heading over to look to contest this. They're going to pick this Gold Fury up for free on the back of those 2 kills. Just Say Something, guys, are looking to push this game all the way to game 3. You know, they had the opportunity. You know, opportunity was knocking at that door. Thanatos had that early game 5-0-0 advantage. And then they just stopped. And you're pulling up that timeline. Look at the kill spacing. Up first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, the kills were all over the place on the side of Potato Boys. And then they just stopped. Meanwhile, Just Say Something's like, hey, you know, Thanatos, yeah, it's 5 minutes. He's done. We can get kills. And that has been the story ever since. Yeah, Potato Boys have answered back 1 or 2. But Just Say Something right now are in control of this game. 4,000 gold ahead. Experience as well, about 2,500. You're looking at the damage as well. Thanatos still up at the top of the chart. But look at the overall team. Thanatos is up there in the middle of the Just Say Something lineup, but then aside from the support, it's Just Say Something, Just Say Something, Just Say Something on the tail end of that. So the damage from them is there. Left side Arrow does have a Shaggy Shank in his sights, as well as the Mealsy. Not going to find that second chain, though. Frost Breath comes out, but I don't know if the follow-up is there. Ninja Dimmy's in position as well. Tectonic not going to find a stun. Essentially, right now, this is Just Say Something's game to lose. You know, Thanatos is not going to be relevant for the foreseeable future. He's going to have to look to make good initiations, good executes as well. Snakeskin trying to get through the portal. Not going to happen. He's going to pull straight back over the wall. Excavate wasted right there to get that crowd control immunity. It will save his life. So maybe not wasted per se. Nice for us with the Anvil of Dawn. Going to get him up in the air. But no, the burst damage comes out. That's going to be 2 going the way. Potato Boys, they might not be done quite yet. If nothing else, they're looking to answer back. They're looking for the kill onto Arrow here, over here on the left side as well. There is the Soul Reap. Across those guys come from Yemen. It's a 2v5, though. They don't want to be in the middle of this fight. Here comes the Hovering Death. Are they going to find the execute? Yes! Arrow will get dropped down and out. It's only going to be Yemen over here to defend this fight. Solana is on her way, but may not be in time. There's the Earthbreaker. There's the Driving Strike. Snake's going to be picking that kill up. Potato Boys realizing now it's still not necessarily beyond the late or the early game. We have the opportunity here, and they're looking to make these big plays right now. Coming back strong, getting a couple kills on the board, evening it out. 4 kills so far. They have a left tower in the bank. They are looking for an inner left tower as well. If they can turn this one around, it would be pretty darn impressive. Now, maybe got a little too lax. Kind of let Just Say Something roll with a little bit of an advantage right there. But they are looking to turn this game right on around. Suntouch picking up these left side Harpies. They might be looking to give chase over here in the left lane. Wolfie and Ninja Dimmy looking for a possible pick. Anvil Dawn going up from Thor. Can he find the Snakeskin? That's going to be the question. No, but not finding some Tectonic Rift will be good. There's a double tap Berserker Barrage coming in off the teleport as well. A couple artifacts could find a couple mitigate wounds, though, is ticking. Reinforcements are nearby. Siphoning Darkness just slightly out of range. Mitigate wounds going to buy him the time he needs potentially. There's a Tectonic Rift, though, and one more Siphoning Darkness from Wolfie will secure that one. Damage buff was picked up there by Potato Boys. The question will be, can Suntouch make his way over there in time to pick that one up, or will it just run away? Suntouch, Waxing Moon to the face, the damage going to be there. Portal not going to be activated in time to teleport through. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of an activation time. It's not an instant teleport when you use the ability. They're going to be looking for this left lane tower to answer some back. But all said and done, they already have 2 outer towers off the table for themselves, so they're not terribly far behind all said and done. Yes, the inner towers are worth more, but third inner tower, I gotta say they just even things back out as far as towers are concerned. If they can answer with an inner tower as well, definitely going to be putting this game back in their favor. It's been back and forth so far, all said and done. Potato Boys need to look to find more. Arrow looking for the double pull. Going to be crowd control immunity for both those. Teleport coming in from Hercules. They might look to fight just one. Arrow taking a ton of damage right now. No escape was used unsuccessfully. Didn't find a pull in the back of that. They're looking to group up, looking to put damage onto this tower. It's taking a little bit. The minion wave, though, is getting brought down quite quickly. Sun Touch is still dead. They have an opportunity for a 4v5 engagement if they want to look for it. They're kind of separated for the time being. Red Foo's looking for Wolfie in the jungle. We'll see if they're able to find anything. Ninja Dimmy looking to group back up. They're getting low on mana. Ninja Dimmy has enough for maybe 1 or 2 more abilities right now. That's undone. Just say something. Going to be looking to disengage here. Pick up the attack speed buff for Ninja Dimmy. And otherwise, not much to come of that. They found a little bit of damage on that left lane inner tower. It'll definitely help things out going forward. Looking once again, though, down at these items. Sovereignty is online for both supports. Ares looking for that Witchblade, getting that aura, going to benefit with his passive, an extra 20 magical power, because why not? The other side might be building towards the same route, possibly a Winged Blade, as we more commonly see on him. But, he still only has that Tier 1 Adventurer Blade. Ancient Blade. Close enough. Otherwise, Hunter's going 2 different routes. Apollo, Yemen did pick up the Kinsize, looking towards a more, these days standard Unicorn build. On the other side, going for the Executioner, maybe a Pegasus, maybe a Zappicorn variation. In the air, looking for the freeze. Mid lane does find a Glacial Strike down as well. The slows are applied. Transition Charge Device coming out. That is going to be a... Oh! Emilzy holding the charge not too long. Let Sun Touch saying, I got it for you, buddy. Don't worry. Picking up with the shotgun from that portal. Ninja Jimmy's getting low, trying to save Wolfie. There's Tecton the Rift. Oh, no! Oh... Wolfie will be okay in the back of that. Yemen in the middle of 5. Not long for this world. I believe he used the Aegis. It wasn't enough. Damage coming out. Execute from Redfood. Looking for second one. Waxing Moon did come down. Not going to be enough. Redfood finding a double. They could look for Solana as well. As Solana falls through the portal, we'll be healing that damage straight on back up. Well, Thanatos falls off. That said, can still set up plays with this team. They're going for Fire Giant right now. 19 minutes, 50 seconds into this match. And, well, Solana's there. No ultimate. Yanis nearby to kind of zone him out. We'll keep an eye on this over here. Fire Giant is getting brought down rather quickly. About to approach that Wrath of the Gods threshold. There it goes. Potato Boys have the first Fire Giant of this match. 20 minutes in. Thanatos apparently found a parachute flying around in the jungle. Threw it on his back and is doing okay for the time being. He has that Jotun's Wrath for that cooldown reduction. Building towards a Magi's Blessing / Heart of the Urchin / maybe even a Spirit Robe. Probably not. He's looking to get a little tanky, stay alive in these fights, and just rely more on auto attacks rather than just outright, my death sight is going to hit you for 800 damage, and I am otherwise glass cannon, and I will explode myself. Looking at the other items, Chenga going for the Ethereal Staff, looking to get some health, keep herself alive as much as possible in these fights. Her Crescent Moon Strike, Crescent Moon Dance, as well as her Moonflower Dance are essentially point-blank abilities. She has to be in the middle of a fight to actually use them. It's not like a silly you throw the Crush and look to retreat. You throw the Sick and look to retreat kind of situation. When you have to be in the middle of a fight, you need all the help you can get to stay alive as long as possible. Arrow's coming up, looking to contest this Gold Fury right now. Potato Boys do have that Fire Giant buff on the table. Just Arrow's presence is enough to deter them for the time being. They do have some decent vision on this left side of the map. Sentry wards are down, so they know there are encounter wards nearby. They're going to clean up that one ward on the far side of the Gold Fury pit. As Ninja Jimmy looks for a little poke on Redfood, not going to find it though. Potato Boys going to pick themselves up a Gold Fury as well. Take a look at that Gold Graph though, guys. Just say something. Turned around that early game lead from that 5-0 Thanatos, and it looked like they had this game in their pocket. But Potato Boys just pulled this one back around, turning the gold and experience back into their favor. They had the Fire Giant buff now. They're looking to siege down this middle lane tower. Bill's just saying, yeah, I'll throw a wall up. Why not? Come at me, bros. I have a Frost Wall. I have a Frost Breath. I kind of used that Frost Wall already just to show you the fact that I had it. Mid lane tower fell. Looking for this right lane tower now as well. And realistically, they're not going to look to save this tower. The position on the map, yes, all 5 of them are on the same side. It's only a middle tower. I can say mid tower. Inner tower in the right lane. It's too hard of a tower to defend. You try to defend it, especially given the fact that Apollo's currently looking to split push a little bit. It will likely end badly for you. They are waiting on these minion waves. Once the minion, or they were waiting on the minion waves, Shaggy Shag is the AD carry apparently deciding he's the one who wants to take this tower. But it fell quite quickly. There's no escape. There's really no one here to capitalize on that pull though. Not going to find a single target. Arrow getting brought quite low in the back. He's on half health right now. Damage onto Redfoo. They need to find kills quickly. It's a 4v4. Yanis is on the other side of the map. Here comes Apollo, potentially. Of course, this guy's actually still available. He needs to join up with his team as soon as possible. Redfoo coming down. Solana, the target of their damage right now. Snakeskin finds that kill. Redfoo is getting low. End of Dawn is up. They might look to turn this around. The greed might be real. Fire Giant buff. Not invincible when you have it. Ninja Jimmy finds the kill onto Mealsy. Without Apollo, does not matter. Fair enough. Okay, just it is Yanis. He has that through space and time. He can join up quickly. Sun Touch, though, burst down. Fire Giant buff on Potato Boys. Thanatos apparently lost his parachute. And the funny... I don't want to say the funny thing, necessarily. Just Say Something, for anyone who doesn't know, is essentially the Kitty Gaming lineup. One of the things that stands out as... if I were to list the traits of the team... Ninja Dimmy was the solo laner who loved the teleport. Some other thing about the team. The third thing about the team. Love to get Fire Giant and then give up deicides when they dive too hard and get killed. And this is Just Say Something. Potato Boys essentially just did the exact same thing. They mounted a defense at that middle tower in the right lane. You never see that done in the first place, but they did it. They lost the tower at the end of the day regardless, but they turned that around. They took the Fire Giant belt off of 3 members of Potato Boys without losing a single guy on their own team. When you're behind and you remove those Fire Giant buffs off of people, it's a victory for your team. Gold-wise, yes, the tower, kind of even. I mean, look at the gold graph. All said and done, I mean, it kind of kept things even overall in back of those towers. Yes, Potato Boys has still gotten an advantage off of this Fire Giant buff, but experience is shifting back towards even. Gold is starting to shift back towards Just Say Something as well. Thanatos, depending on the state of his parachute, if he forgot it someplace or has it again, we don't know. But going forward, is Thanatos, has he fallen off now? Is he going to stay relevant? Is he going to get those good executes and easy? If he can get that execute onto arrows close to 40% as he can, I believe it's only 35%. We can take a peek at that. It's 36%. That extra 1% health. So important. If he gets a good execute onto arrow and finds a stun in addition to that, Thanatos falls off, but is not necessarily irrelevant. So, I'll be curious to see how this all works as the game continues. Just Say Something have kind of stabilized the game. They've slowed the game down a little bit, which is something they need to do. They're behind by a bit. They need to just kind of let things fade off. The later the game goes on, again, Thanatos, typically we say he falls off. His abilities are no longer stacking. He's a physical-based caster. His Death Gaze and Soul Reaper are like his 2 key abilities. Yeah, he does some auto-attack damage as well. He has that execution that's going to help. Yamin left side, gonna lose that duel with Shaggy Shank right there. Reinforcing the way. Shaggy Shank, though, will get picked up. The portal was there for his escape, but the Tectonic Rift said no. Right side of the map, a little bit of a dance might have been going on there for that Fire Giant, but as kills were going on the left side of the map. 80 carries on both sides are down. Wolfie, Mikey Koda, Aegis is applied. The Shards of Ice coming out of Mir, gonna find good damage. Single pull. We saw something get pulled finally. Redfoo finds the execute on the Wolfie right here. This could be the beginning of the end potentially. Thanatos has joined this fight. It's a 3v3 going forward. 3v4 going forward. Potato Boys currently have the upper hand on this. Their health bars, though, are about even overall. Arrow knockback and Wolf Snakeskin currently taking a bit of damage. The anti-healing applied from Chunga's Moonflower Dance as well as the Divine Ruin. But Ninja Dimmy has been forced back to base. They're looking to continue this fight, though. The health bars are getting so low. Can they find the damage they need? Potato Boys need to disengage. The mana bars are starting to get a little... Not really getting low. What am I talking about? Arrow's mana bars starting to get low. The chains are applied. The Doc going to find damage. Frost Breath comes out. Solana going to answer one back. They are keeping themselves in this game, turning that fight back around, guys. 26 minutes, 12 seconds in. This game is going back and forth as Ninja Dimmy gets knocked straight up in the air. Not entirely sure about the arrow so low. Snakeskin is looking for it. He will find that kill, but will pay for it with his life as well. Redfoo going to get the life over the death side, but not long for this world either. No escape going to be coming out of that one. Yemen going to pick up that kill. They could potentially look for a 3-man Fire Drum here. Yemen has started off. The rest of the team is on the way. There's no Wrath of the Gods present right now. If I switch over and just confirm that. No, there is not. There's a teleport available for Solana to join up this fight. They're looking for the kill on the Shaggy Shank. Disperse was just used to get away. He's buying his team the time they need to deny this Fire Giant right now. Once his team respawns, they can look to defend this. Sun Touch is going to be up in 10 seconds. Through space and time is available. He can shuttle Emilzy across the map to that Fire Giant pit if they try for it. Right side, tower will fall. In favor of Just Say Something. They look for the Animal Dawn. Shaggy Shank winning that duel right here. There's a Wolfie present now, though. Has to be so careful. Damage could be there potentially. Desert Fury is not available. It's going to be Wolfie and Snakes. Shaggy Shank go out. There's no tower with through space and time. Just got a field goal between the two of them. Not going to find any damage. So fortunate for Ninja Dimmy right there. They're looking to chase one down. Tectonic Rift Wolfneck. No impale for you, good sir. Wolfie going to pick up that kill. Another 80 carried. Picked off from the map. I need a sip of water while nothing's happening because my throat is getting raspy. We're 27 minutes, 30 seconds into this game, guys. Thanatos keeps finding and losing parachutes all over the place. He's 11-4-5. We're leaving it at that. Next fight, we don't know if he'll do well or he'll just get exploded. We'll see what happens as the fight goes on. That said, Shaggy Shank is currently dead. Fire Giant is on the table. Wards are coming down by both teams. The counter warding going to come out. 3 more Sentry Wards in the hand of Just Say Something. 1 was dropped down. Emilzy looking for a quick bit of damage onto Ninja Dimmick. No one nearby to help capitalize on that. They don't want to spend too much on the support right now. There are 3 other members nearby. Portal through the wall from Yanis. Going to secure him his escape, however. Essentially, this is going to come down to the Fire Giant dance. Right now, Just Say Something has the power play. Shaggy Shank is still dead for a couple more seconds. Sun Touch could potentially throw him a through space and time to join him up on this fight, but that will mean no through space and time for the fight. There's the Across the Skies. There's the Anvil Dawn. They're looking to close this out before Sun Touch is able to... Or Shaggy Shank gets back to this fight. Neither one will connect for anything, though. As Red Fu comes down, Hovering Death, not going to find much more than a stun. Emilzy and Red Fu solo. Wolfie finds the first kill of this fight. Sun Touch getting so low in the back as well. Will get picked up as well as Snakeskin. 3 members of Potato Boys down. Shaggy Shank finds Ninja Dimmy on the back end of it, but this ping's coming out. Looks like Just Say Something are going to go for it. They could look potentially to sneak out this Fire Giant. You know, Shaggy Shank's throwing one little spear at it, but... Spear, Javelin. What is on her extra use? I don't know. Right side, Phoenix is already under attack. They're looking to get some objectives on the back of that team fight. 30 seconds on the respawn for those 3 members of Potato Boys who are currently respawning. Shaggy Shank has to be so careful. The damage coming out of this team is potentially huge. Solana looking for a little something right there. What are they going to do? That's the question. There's a bunch of jungle buffs up. They don't really have time to take another Phoenix right now. They could look to rush down. They're paying for buffs right now. Excuse me, those are red pings. Potato Boys pinging the buffs, kind of like they suspect they are there. Arrow is not with his team right now. They could look to start the Fire Giant, but they're heading back to base. Emilzy is sort of nearby. He has that Wrath of the Gods as well. With the Shards of Ice, if he gets into that pit when it's around half health, he can look to burst it down potentially from like 30-35% with the Shards of Ice charge, and then just hand the Wrath of the Gods it to secure it. As everyone has respawn, guys, we're going to be looking for another Fire Giant dance right here. Apollo could potentially just go to the left lane, look to split push for a little bit as well, spread out the Potato Boys team. They're going to send Sun Touch over to deal with them. He does have that through space and time to get over and join up the fight. We saw that last engagement. Apollo was across the skies rotating over, but so was Sun Touch going through those portals from through space and time. So all said and done, Apollo doesn't have free reign of that left-hand side of the map necessarily. And right now, 2 members of Potato Boys are heading their way over there right now. If Apollo gets caught out, they're waiting in the jungle, trying to find a pick. Here comes Apollo. He's going to spot out Sun Touch. He is now going to know Shaggy Shank is over there as well. This could... this could signify the Fire Giant started up because Anher doesn't have a way over there. It's like he can go through the Yanis portals as well. What is my brain talking about? Guys, we're coming up on the 31-minute mark. Fire Giant is getting started up. Apollo's on his way. He still has Across the Skies available through space and time. Not yet fired off either. They're going to probably chuck that straight on through the middle of the pit. Look for some damage as well. They're grouping. We're going to see this turn into a fight here in the near future. Potato Boys can't... Fire Giant was actually... Here we go. Yemen caught out in the middle of this fight. This could be bad. Yemen, 80 carry off the table. They need to get kills now or this fight will be over against them. Waxman will find good damage. Sun Touch off the table. Where is Anher? He's way in the back line of this fight. He's not actually here yet. Red Fu going to make it up into the Hovering Death. Can he come back down for an execute? They are full enough on health. Not going to find it. Shaggy Shank's behind enemy lines now. He's behind 4, though. The rest of his team is gone. They don't know. No, they had the ward. They could have seen him. They're looking to kill on the Snakeskin, though. He's going to look to try and get away from this, but he's locked down in that right side of Fury mid-Harpy pit. When Yemen died right there, I thought that fight was over in favor of Potato Boys right there, but just because Shaggy Shank was not actually nearby, that was the end of it. They could still look to versus Emilzy, though. In the backside is so low. The damage coming out is there. Shaggy Shank waiting for the opportunity to find some kills, but with Emilzy falling, there's no Wrath of the Gods nearby to contest this. Red Foo's here. Potato Boy's Titan is under attack from fire minions right now as well. Desert Fury coming out on the backside of this fight as we try and scramble the camera forward. Shaggy Shank in the middle of 3. Once again, buying time for his team. He's getting solo. Tectonic Rift will miss. He's looking for the damage. Wolfie ends up picking up the kill at the end of the day, though. Red Foo, the only Sun Touch is up as well. They could look to contest this. Here comes Yemen. He's back alive. Coming down across the sky is going to secure the kill and run directly into his Sun Touch. Portal. Aegis is used. Just waiting for it. We'll see if they can look to secure this kill right here. He's going to make it through the wall of that portal safely. That's going to be the DSI going in favor of Just Say Something. Snakeskin is on his way. He might look to throw that boulder over into the pit and find a kill, but all said and done, this is likely going to... He actually has the Wrath of the Gods. They know he's there, though. They're going to look to this kill. Potato Boys is doing whatever they can to actually delay these Fire Giants for as long as possible. But once again, it's going to be a kill. Fire Giant was reset again. Once again, Just Say Something looking to actually start this Gold Fury up. This game, guys, is going just back and forth. Both teams have just been grouping in the chat for so long, right? Or chat by this Fire Giant pit for so long. It is just going to be an absolutely crazy game, guys. We're 33 minutes in. Potato Boys are behind by 10, 11 kills. Math is hard. They have the Fire Giant belt from themselves right now. They're looking to close this game out and go all the way to the ace match. Now, the Thanatos pick has been questionable. At this point, we're late game, guys. There's no more, well, when, did he fall off yet? Did he not fall off yet? He's still doing reasonably well. I mean, he's getting those executes. He's finding good initiation with those hovering deaths, but he's a late game Thanatos. I mean, can I say much more than that? I mean, honestly. He's more or less fully glass cannon built right now. He has the Magi's Blessing online, but the problem is, can he stay alive in the fights? And the last couple, the answer has kind of been not really. That doesn't actually close the thing. There we go. Paulo, go to pick up a tower for free. One auto attack later will finally fall. They're grouping up, looking to take this right side Phoenix down again. And there's the no escape coming down. Arrow, once again, not going to find a pull. Just too far between them to actually find many. I think there's one or two pulls this entire game so far. Pull per minute rate on area. This area is not spectacular. That said, can't fault them. Execute comes down almost perfectly timed that 35-40% mark. Will we see another throw with the Fire Giant? Apollo kind of hovering around looking for kill in the back onto Sun Touch. He's getting low. Yemen finds it with that with the So Beautiful in the back. Oh, Ninja Jimmy looks like he's going to make it out alive. Frostwolf going to be off cooldown in a couple seconds, though. Could look for another kill right here. Redfoo's going to be heading back to base. Ultimates on all gods in this game are currently down. Oh, this is going to be a double driving strike. Beads used by Yemen there to save his life. Shaggy Shank finds the kill to Ninja Jimmy. Shaggy Shank, though, is getting low. Frostwolf comes up trying to deny the damage, as well as the shifting Sands Pillar. Wolfie gets the kill in the back on the Snakeskin. Mealsy will sneak away. It's 2 members down on each team right now. Again, math is quite hard. This game, guys, Potato Boys just cannot grab the reins and run away with it. But Potato Boys are just not letting them take the victory. They want to close this out in a 2-0 sweep. Just Say Something, if they have something to say about it, though, are not going to be letting that happen. Mid lane Phoenix, the only one left standing for Potato Boys. Their base will be just completely wide open and exposed if they manage to take that down. They still have about a minute and a half on that Fire Giant buff, but they are still down a Thor. He'll be up in about 20 more seconds. They could look potentially for something here. But at the same time, Hercules will have respawned at that same point in time. They're going to pick themselves up some jungle buffs. Gold Fury is up as well. And most of the Just Say Something team is approaching 6 items if they have not already reached it. I actually like the Mail of Renewal, Regeneration. Whatever that builds into coming out on Ares. You don't see that item a whole lot. It's a nice chunk of percentage-based health healing. Percentage-based healing every time you get a kill or assist. It works out pretty nice, especially with the support. Ares is pretty tanky at this point. He's probably going to be involved in the kill, if not be in the middle of the kill. He's going to get those assists. And he's a frontline. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. And then when he gets that assist, his health is going to start shooting back up. There's really no anti-healing to speak of on the side of Potato Boys. No Divine Ruins, no Pestilences, no Brawlers beat 6. Which, fair enough, there's not really any real healing on the side of Just Say Something. Yeah, they have a little bit of lifesteal coming off of Apollo. An arrow, the no escape, will once again be escaped in its entirety. That is kind of the story of Ares this game. So looking for the kill though, Tectonic Rift, Shaggy Shank will fall. This could be the beginning of the end here once again, or it might not, the way this game has been going. Who knows? Cross the skies come down onto Emilzy. Not gonna run damage, this Phoenix is not long for this one. X-Ray comes over the wall, but not gonna find a lot of damage. Sometimes his back is in Aegis. Snakes in trying to buy time. Ninja Jimmy gets picked up in the backside of this fight. Wall comes down, Red Food trying to run for his life, gets stuck through the portal. Will get into Hover and Death in time and be able to escape. 1 for 2 so far. Just Say Something have the advantage. Fire Giant buff has fallen off though. Yemen solo, the Titan will fall. Late game damage, guys. It was there. We're moving on to the ace match. Potato Boys went for that early game victory. They had the early game advantage. They lost it. They got it back. And then finally, well, Thanatos permanently lost his parachute for good. You know, he left it in the Just Say Something side of the jungle and just never made his way back over there to pick it up. Early game, though, Red Fuse Thanatos was a force to be reckoned with. He's 5-0-0 at one point. And then kind of shot up to like the 10-2 something mark area at one point or another, about the 15-20 minute mark. But Thanatos is Thanatos towards late game. You know, when you're an ability-based caster whose ability stopped scaling up, you might not be quite so effective anymore. That said, guys, I believe the third game of the finals is underway here, so we're actually going to try to jump straight into that. We're going to cut to a quick little minute break. Let me catch my breath. Let me take a sip of water and stuff like that. Not going to do too much post-game analysis other than say this was a great game for sure. Guys, we'll be back here in just a couple minutes with Game 3 of the finals.